Lend an ear.
Never a dull moment. I have something to ask.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me. And while we're at it, we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest. Now, was there anything else? Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
One day I'll catch a break.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece. I suppose you're right. We still see only a part of the picture, however much our visitor claims to show the full vista of options at our disposal. I can't deny my curiosity, but, as you say, no harm in delaying it, for now at least. With pleasure. Lead on.
My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Don't fidget. The needle must slip behind your eye, not through it.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push.
But I nearly have it. Very good.
Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it.
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement. Stop. Now? Regrettable. Mark my words. Ceramophosis will be far more painful than this procedure.
My faith protects me.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
I'm ready.
Sylvanus be with you.
I've got a long road ahead. Moving ahead.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Don't you lie to me, boy. I know you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off! I will! I think I'd make a fine teacher. Or a baker.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head. You threatening me? You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
I need a quick word.
Weren't no profit in saving Liam. You'd make a crap sellsword. But thanks.
Seems simple enough.
Easy money.
We're civilians now.
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Avernus changed things. Best we get used to that.
Yes.
Any word on what we discussed about Korga? What is it? Gods above, this is wonderful news, but I've seen what goblins do to their captives. I wish we could ride to his rescue, but my people would just wind up slaughtered along with him. I'll pray for him. So long as the goblins hold the roads, I'm afraid it's all we can do.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
This is a nightmare.
Looks like this town was ransacked. By soldiers, if my eyes don't deceive me. Awful day for the people who lived here.
What's that?
Getting some if you don't fess up.
Hey! Something bit...
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see me, Rena.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Sweetie, be careful! uncle!
He's with the hag!
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get him!
Can't afford to let up. Focus straight through.
Say bye-bye.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, my stars! I didn't mean for this to happen. Those poor boys were looking for their little sister, Mayrina, the girl who's staying with me. This is all my fault, but I made a promise. Mayrina begged me not to breathe a word if they came looking for her, and my word is my bond. That poor thing will be distraught. We can't let her know, it'd break her poor heart. I'd best get going, but please stop by my house. I'd like to thank you proper.
Ethel's less helpless than she made out. I don't trust her.
Time to press ahead.
Trap. Be cautious.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched. The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Blood everywhere. Someone wasn't as fortunate in their choice of campsite as us. A sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar. The smell of rot assaults your senses as the illusion vanishes. A diminutive creature sporting a red hat glares at you. He seems unaware that his illusion has failed.
Nosy, scum-sucking, lice-ridden little ball bag! Get out! Or I bite tongue, eat tongue. Oh, delicious tongue. Oh, precious baby, loves to bleed you. Yes, turn your corpse into sponge. Lots of holes. Yes. Leave now, or I'll fill you with holes and more.
Let's have a look.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. Oh, if it isn't my hero. You took ages. Come in, come in. Feel free to relax yourself and have a cuppa, hmm? Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again. Keep that hole under your nose shut, or things will get messy.
That hag doesn't tell us what to do.
What is it? What's going on?
You want to play it like that? Fine. Yes, girl. I killed your brothers.
That can't be true. Auntie Ethel.
They were being rude, and I detest rudeness.
You monster! The deal is off!
Enough! Away with you! Blessed silence at last. Some time in the cage should do her good. And you'll regret sticking your nose in my business.
Nothing important is ever easy. Very well.
Need to act fast. Heading there.
Bye forever, pal. In position.
playing with your new friends. Bye-bye.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Now this is my happy place.
Well, so much for peace.
Let's cover the fire, baby.
Take you.
Another fight. Let's go.
Fuck yes.
Take you.
Blood comes easy these days.
Smell blood. go time.
Chin up. This'll help.
No choice but to keep going.
This is gonna feel good. Soldier.
for a boost.
I won't give in.
You festering bugle!
My turn. The hammer's gonna fall.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
I wonder what the next move is.
No one's stopped me yet.
Don't be shy. Let's go.
Still alive, so that's progress.
That put the wind back in my sails.
Time to get going.
Another step forward. Still breathing, despite everything.
my condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh yes, we enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. And the outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
If having dangerous otherworldly objects stuck in your skin is wrong, then Gale and I both have to go. We're not really splitting up, are we?
Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, it wouldn't be long before the Absolute overtakes me. I'd never let that happen, so I'd aim for a swift end. I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark as I possibly could. Till they cloud my eyes forever. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a Mind Flare colony so that when the orb erupts, one loud, last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
I can't.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out! Has that wriggler eaten your brain already? Leave. Or you'll end up in tonight's stew. You'll go nicely with Mayrina. She's already marinating. Ha!
What is this place?
My dearest Ephraim, please beg me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him.
No traps, please.
Don't look. Don't! Stop! Please! Please! No! No! Don't look! Mustn't look! Mustn't see! I see it. What's to come? Me. Dead. Dead! Flesh rotten, bone shining! No. No! Can't stop! Can't! Gods, don't hurt me! Oh, please! Please! Please, please, please! Monster! Monster! Mind dripping! Flesh peeling! Mind flayer! No! No! Mind flayer! Get away! Get away!
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again. Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry. A scene appears in your mind. Two paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, petal.
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run. Its form flickers, and you realize that the door is transparent. You see the hag, eyes bright with glee, as she sets fire to the door. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. The presence within shrinks, begging you not to run through it.
Stop! Please! Please!
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through. Not again. You see the gallery, its walls lined with the hag's victims, their bodies and minds twisted beyond ruin. Flee, you feel it cry. Frustrated, the door rattled. You see the hag and yourself. You lay bleeding as she leans over you, a smile on her face. Her teeth, a row of deadly needles, shine as they dive into your throat, blood spraying. The door twitches, but stays firm. Its form flickers, and you realize that the door is transparent. You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind as the presence within retreats.
Please! Please!
Wait! You feel the barest hint of life from within the door. You see the hag, eyes bright with glee, as she sets fire to the door. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. The presence within shrinks, begging you not to run through it.
Away! Away!
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Don't look. Don't! Stop! Please! Please!
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him. This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again. My sweet Callum, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade.
As you edge closer to the mirror, a pale face appears, contorted in fear. Fists slam against the mirror's surface again and again.
Stop!
Let's see.
Sir Gale's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest. I'm not normally one to begrudge someone their secrets, but that's something I should know. Very serious of you, but go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated. Fine. What's on your mind? Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Ah, a fellow wanderer. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me. An old hunter's trick. If you can't mask your scent, spoil it. Today? The same as you. A humble supplicant. Come to bargain with the lady of this house. That is why you came to her lair, I take it. To bargain. A more innocent name than some I could call her. But it is what she is that ought to concern you. Her kind have hidden among us since the first darkness. And their knowledge is matched only by their spite. Know how to ask, and they'll share that knowledge. If you're fool enough to pay their price. Of course, I'm a hunter who lost his prey, and here I am seeking help from something worse. But she thrives on suffering. Once she hears what awaits my quarry when I catch him, she will help. Truth is like a blade, my friend. We can arm ourselves with it, or just as easily find it pressed against our throat. I would not put you in danger. No. This duty is mine alone. But for such an offer, an answer at least is owed. I hunt a vampire spawn called Astarion. I'm bound to bring him back to Baldur's Gate, alive. Though I cannot swear to his condition once my tribe are done with him. Is he known to you?
My people were recently attacked in the night. Our camp set upon by a band of vampire spawn. In the chaos of battle, one of them stole away with our children. And we've been searching for them ever since. We believe this Astarion knows exactly what happened that night and where to find our little ones. If captured, my people will make him talk. So I ask again, is he known to you?
I see. Your loyalty is admirable, but misplaced. His kind have charm beyond our mortal means to resist. I can show you who he truly is, if you will just tell me where to find him. Astarion has quite the friend in you. I'll make sure he knows that, at the end.
I'm a little surprised you chose to shield Astarion.
Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite me later. I want to have a word.
To think, Gales had this devastating war within himself the entire time, and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days. What? Who? What happened? Why? Because Cazador sent him. Why else? Tell me about this hunter. He obviously wasn't a vampire. Was he dragonborn? An orc? Something ferocious, surely. A Gur? A monster-hunting vagabond? Pah! His people are the reason I'm like this. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight. Sorry, but I prefer groups that are a little smaller, more intimate. Lose a follower or two, and I might consider it.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on. Transforming into a mind flayer might have its perks. At least then I could float over this muck.
Not one for roughing it, I see.
Wallowing in filth is for pigs and children, my dear.
Pigs, children, and people with a little bit of grit.
Careful, I might. Here we go.
You tracked me down again, my friend. Would that I had as much luck with the beast I'm hunting.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Ger were vagrant cutthroats.
What?
What?
It isn't possible.
You idiot! What have you done?
There? I'm afraid you're wrong.
Imperative!
The fool of fools. Hungry for the slaughter.
Aye, aye.
That nearly ended me.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Go for the throat. You're mine.
On I go.
Take you.
Well, that's not good.
Let's spill some blood. On my way. That nearly ended me. The subtle approach.
Got to focus.
Take you. Take you.
Ready for another round?
Speaking truthfully, I'm a little surprised you chose to shield a stone.
Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite me later.
No one back home will ever believe this. How much farther can I go?
Fetid smell assaults your nostrils. Dead flesh lies below, a great deal of it. The warm rush of power flows through you. You feel stronger, faster, better. Fetid smell assaults your nostrils. Dead flesh lies below, a great deal of it. The warm rush of power flows through you. You feel stronger, faster, better.
I could go for a good meal.
Fetid smell assaults your nostrils. Dead flesh lies below, a great deal of it. The warm rush of power flows through you. You feel stronger, faster, better.
Let's move. Moving in.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something?
Hey, good looking. While I'm at it.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Something's on my mind.
Need something? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
I have to keep going.
What's on your mind? With pleasure. Lead on. Let me work my magic. Blast! Oh, even worse the second time around. Oh, that stung. my way.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Just a brief respite.